Hello, everyone, and thank you for joining us. Today's Baxter Travel Webcast presents Michelle Bauer, Business Development Manager for Sirenis Hotels and Resorts. Today's theme is Classic Caribbean Luxury, and we will be starting with us today. We do have Michelle Bauer, and at that point, I would like to invite her to please start her presentation. Should you have any questions for Michelle or for the moderator, a question and answer box is located on the top left-hand side of your screen, and we will have a short question and answer period at the end of this presentation. With no further ado, I would like to invite Michelle to please start.
And learning more about the Sirenis difference, what makes us unique, and a great vacation choice for all of your customers. I'm first going to start in the Riviera Maya in Mexico, where we have our resorts, the Grand Sirenis Riviera Maya, and also the Grand Sirenis Beach Resort. What you're looking at right now, before I move on from the slide, I just wanted to show you a very nice aerial shot of our beach area. We do have a unique beach area in the sense that we're set into a lagoon, which you see in front of you. On our beach itself, if you notice, there's a ton of palapas. Our resort has many available for the guests, so there's no need for customers to race out first thing in the morning to try and reserve some type of shade on the beach for their loved ones and family. There's plenty to go around. In the lagoon area, you'll find some of the best snorkeling in the destination itself. I have never been to or seen another resort that has such great snorkeling right from the beach, which is great for your families or first-time snorkelers. They could actually just step out into the ocean and waist-deep water and be able to see all sorts of marine life. And then in addition to what you see in the beach area, to the bottom, midpoint, I guess, in the screen, you'll see kind of like a blue snake, and that's our lazy river that flows along the ocean, goes in and out of the foliage all around the resort, which makes it a great relaxing spot for all ages. The Grand Sirenis Riviera Maya is kind of unique in its architecture alone. We've won several awards for the architecture. All of the angles mimic the Mayan building culture. Speaking of culture, we're one of the few resorts to have actual Mayan artifacts right on our resort. What you're looking at in front of you is a true Mayan architecture where guests can actually walk up to it and take pictures. We actually have a lot of our wedding couples come and photograph some very memorable photos right here on our resort, which is located right there at the beach. Also, we like to keep the traditions alive of the Mayan culture, where we have recently introduced a brand new Mayan culture experience where guests will be able to not only learn about all aspects of the life of the Mayans, but they actually get to partake in a full dinner of Mayan food and also take in an actual Mayan show with all the dancing and culture that you would expect. At the Grand Sirenis Riviera Maya Hotel and Spa, all the rooms are junior suites. They either have one king-size bed or two double beds. What you see in front of you is what the rooms look like exactly. No matter where you're at on the resort, all of our rooms are actually the same. The only difference might be where they're located. Perhaps it might be a partial ocean view, or it could be a garden view room. All the rooms are about 650 square feet. Great for families. If you notice in the sitting area of the room, all of our rooms have a pull-out sofa bed, which allows us to accommodate up to 5 guests per room. All the rooms, including the first floor, have balconies, stacked mini bars. There's whirlpool bathtubs in all of the bathrooms, and there's elevators throughout the property. So even if guests have a room on the 3rd floor, they would be able to use the elevators to get to the 3rd floor if they would choose so. We also have the Grand Sirenis Mayan Beach Hotel and Spa. As you can notice, maybe a little bit different color in the rooms. However, the room layouts themselves are identical. Again, the pull-out sofa bed, and we can accommodate up to 5 guests per room, a combination of adults and children. We do have the balconies, again, the fully stacked mini bars, and the whirlpool tubs, as well as the showers in the bathroom itself. At the Grand Sirenis, you have several dining options available. Guests will never go hungry. What I like about the resort is the way it's laid out. You have the two different hotels. One side of the hotel, the left side, has one block of rooms, and the right side has the other. And right in the center of all those rooms is where you find a majority of the restaurants, the nighttime entertainment, also the hotel lobby, to make it convenient to get around, actually, in the resort. 8 of the a la carte restaurants you see listed right here. The main buffet, which is where this photo was taken, actually has its own outdoor open-air balcony. All the restaurants, including the buffet, are air-conditioned, and we have a full ocean view available from the buffet, which is great because at our resort, because we're built along the ocean, not narrowly from the ocean going back, there's always a view of the ocean no matter where you are on property. Some of the restaurants that are unique to us that you don't see at a lot of other all-inclusives is our Brazilian barbecue in the Mediterranean restaurant. Also, our steakhouse is like a Tex-Mex type of steakhouse, and also the Cajun is unique in its styling as well. Eco Sirenis was just introduced within the last year to the Grand Sirenis property. This is free to all of our guests. It's an escorted tour, either bicycling tours or hiking tours, where a member of our staff will take the guests around the resort, in and out of foliage through nature trails. It introduces them to the ecosystems that are available in Mexico and also that are native to that actual region in Mexico. The guests will learn about how the resort is thriving and taking care of all of our ecosystems at the Grand Sirenis. We even have our own nursery where we grow a lot of our plants and even some of the vegetables and some of the spices that we use in the cooking in our restaurants. And that's free of charge for the guests. The spa at the Grand Sirenis has won several awards. The thing that I like that I noticed right away with our spa is it's very affordable luxury for the guests, very private and secluded. Even our massages that are on the beach are on a secluded beach where we won't have people walking by as you're enjoying a relaxing massage. For example, you can do the water circuit pass at the resort for $25. And that water circuit pass takes guests, somebody from the actual spa will take the guests around to each of the different water circuits throughout the spa and explain to them what each one of the treatments are for. As far as families, it's a great resort for families. As in addition to the snorkeling that we have available from the beach, I had mentioned the lazy river. We provide the tubes for the families, and the guests will actually be able to get onto the lazy river, and then that lazy river gently glides them again in and out of foliage, under bridges, in areas of the resort that aren't even visible from the walking path. It's a great, great experience. It's one of the hot spots on the resort. We encourage everybody to try it. Again, the tubes are included. And if guests want to continue to keep going on the lazy river, there's no limit to how much that they can use it. Inside our 3 pools, we have 3 large pools, 2 of them which are activity pools, and then we have 1 quiet pool. The quiet pool is named that just because we don't have the radio playing, there's no activities going on. It's just for guests to simply relax, maybe enjoy a book, relax under the sunshine. Very nice area to relax in. The other 2 activity pools do have activities going on throughout the day. That's where the swim-up bars are located. Each of those 2 pools have 0 entries, making it easy for guests who have trouble using ladders or even for the young ones to gently walk right into the water. And it gives them an area that they can play in without going in too deep of water. The nice thing, too, about our pools is they're not too deep. For example, I have a daughter that's 9 years old, and she can get around fully throughout the entire pool. Some of the pools that I've been in some of the other hotels are pretty deep. I mean, I'm about 5'7", and it went all the way up to my neck, which can be difficult when you're trying to manage kids in the pool. So we have great depth to our pools. They're very large, 0 entry. We have music playing, The kids are encouraged to participate in a lot of the activities going on in the pool, which makes the pools a great hangout spot for families. At the 2 activity pools, we do have buffet set up during the daytime as well. If guests want to simply just throw on their cover up, grab something at any of the grills that are available right at the pool, they don't even have to go too far. If they're looking for a little bit fuller buffet, a little bit more robust with the selections, they can go right to the main buffet located in the lobbies for that as well. So there's plenty of options available for guests on the all-inclusive plan. The Dolphin Discovery opened up a location on our resort. What that means is they're leasing that land. Guests can simply enjoy swimming with the dolphins without actually having to leave the property. In many cases, inside the rooms, guests might be finding coupons or certain times of the year they do offer discounts that are exclusive to guests at the Grand Sirenis. But it makes it convenient that they can just simply go from their room, walk right to Dolphin Discovery, which is located very close to our spa. So this too is another very convenient area for the guests. Once they're staying at Grand Sirenis, without even having to leave the property, they can enjoy this event together. Of course, in addition, we have our Kids Club. Our Kids Club is located right by the beach area, and it does have its own pool. Here, parents can actually sit right on the beach, enjoy playing beach volleyball, just stand up where they can see the kids, or the kids can conveniently find them right on the beach from the Kids Club. Kids are also invited in to participate in their own kids show. We do have kid-friendly shows, family-friendly shows available every night in our theater area. And even when guests are enjoying a cocktail before the show begins, in that lobby area, we'll set up things like carnival games, or there's a giant Jenga game where we can keep the kids entertained while the parents might be enjoying a cocktail together at nighttime. And I had mentioned our palapa at the Grand Sirenis. You see a picture of it in the bottom right-hand corner is a very, very big palapa where every night we do a different show. One of our best-known shows, of course, is The Lion King. There are several different Disney-type shows that are rotated in and out. But we also do family entertainment and traditional Mexican dance-style entertainment as well. We do weddings at the Grand Sirenis. We have our own wedding chapel, making us a very unique destination for weddings. It is a Catholic chapel, an official Catholic chapel, and it's located more off of the resort's beaten path. So there's not a lot of guests, whereas they choose to do a beach wedding. You might have a lot of people who are walking past, taking a look at what's going on. The chapel is located by our disco area, making it pretty secluded, where there's not a lot of daytime guests walking through. And off of that big palapa where the chapel is, there is another palapa where they can just simply walk from that church right to the palapa, and then it's covered in the event of inclement weather, or if they need some shade, where they can do any type of cocktails, they can do any type of hors d'oeuvres. We can make all those arrangements for the guests. The wedding packages are available through the website, so if you do have destination weddings on your mind, certainly check them out. I like them because they're pretty traditional type of wedding packages where you can have just simple, a simple wedding like you see in the big picture, or you can go to a more elaborate where you have the DJ and the toast, a full dinner, things of that sort. So we can tailor whatever the wedding needs are for your customers. And again, those packages are located right online, in addition to the email address to our wedding coordinators. Included with our honeymoon packages, all the guests that are celebrating their honeymoons with Grand Sirenis receive a fruit basket, sparkling wine. They also get romantic dinner, a superior room surprise gift, and also a wedding breakfast. And that kind of sums up the Grand Sirenis in the Riviera Maya. It's located about an hour from the airport, about 20 minutes south still from Playa del Carmen. I will take questions at the end, so kind of jot down what your questions might be. In the meantime, we're going to come over to the Sirenis in Punta Cana, and I'd like to give you an overview of that resort as well. Again, what you see on the screen in front of you is the beach area at the Sirenis in Punta Cana. This hotel is set up where we have the pool across the beach. Our beach area is set up with a very nice coconut grove. If you've ever been in Punta Cana, you would know that the beach area has a constant breeze. So it makes it a great area for beach walking. This resort, you can walk on the beach forever. We're between the Dreams Punta Cana and also the Excellence Punta Cana. And now that the freeway has been completed, at least I know it's been completed up to the resort area, it's about a 40-minute drive from the airport. We have one main pool that stretches across that great beach in front of the resort. You can see in the picture here, there's 4 smaller square pools, little dip pools that make it really nice for families and for young ones. This pool also has a big zero entry on both sides of the pool. And there's 2 main restaurants that are located right off of that pool area. So during the daytime, we also have that restaurant set up buffet style, so guests can simply enjoy walking right in from the pool, easy access just to get something to eat, or if they're looking for a little bit more selection for their lunchtime, they can go back to the main buffet area as well. The way that this resort is set up, we have one main walkway that goes from the lobby area straight to the beach. And if I was to estimate the walking time it would take to get to that beach area from the lobby, I would guess it would be about a 3-minute walk, 3 to 4 minutes. So it's very quick, it's very close. Everything at this resort, it has a number of rooms, however, it has that small resort feel with our layout. Again, the beach area has the turquoise water that you know Punta Cana for, and the long white stretch of white beach. This beach area, sometimes agents have asked me, is it in a rough area? They've heard, maybe down towards the Excellence area, the beach area, the water's a little bit more rough. We have a reef in front of us that you will notice if you're standing and looking out at the ocean, you can see where the waves break. We don't have that rough water at all, so swimming is not a problem, and neither is snorkeling right from our beach area. But if you have big snorkelers, I still recommend the Grand Sirenis. They have the best snorkeling, but they can, nonetheless, people that come to Punta Cana can still enjoy snorkeling at the beach at our resort as well. The Sirenis Cocotel Beach Casino and Aqua Games is on one side of the resort, and the Tropical Suites is on the other side of the resort. The Cocotel Beach, all the rooms have their own independent air conditioning system, of course, with the ceiling fan and private bath. The double rooms, we have 176 of the superior rooms, which are more of your ocean view rooms. That's what makes the rooms superior. And then 220 of the standard double rooms as well. We can fit up to 3 adults and 1 child, so you can fit 4 in this room with the 2 full-size beds. Again, the fully stocked mini bar and satellite television are available at this resort as well. On the Tropical side of the resort, which is on the left side of the resort, if you were looking from the lobby to the ocean, the junior suite rooms, you can kind of see, you're looking right now at a junior suite where the bedroom is where the beds are located. And then in the top right-hand corner of the picture where you kind of see the tan picture with the leaves, that's the sitting area. So there's a half wall that separates the sitting area from the main part of the bedroom. Again, balconies on all of the rooms at both resorts. The junior suites, I have the 2 full-size beds. You can fit up to 4 adults, but if you have a combination of adult and children, we will allow up to 5 in these rooms. Again, the superior room category would be your ocean view rooms. At the Sirenis in Punta Cana, we do have 7 a la carte restaurants that are shared between the 2 resorts. One of the newest restaurants to open is the Route 66, which has an adult diner theme. We do have the Mexican, the Italian, Mediterranean, Japanese, steakhouse, and then we have our gourmet restaurant as well. For both resorts, the dining reservations are required to take part in the a la carte restaurants. We do allow 3, 4, 6, and 7 night stay. So when guests arrive at the resort, we would recommend that they make all their dining reservations at once. This is just a shot of what that new Route 66 diner looks like. And of course, we have lots of family fun available at the Sirenis. As far as the activities that are available, of course, we have all of our non-motorized water sports are available. We do have the snorkeling. We have the scuba diving lessons at both properties that guests can take part in. But one of the biggest draws to this resort is the Aqua Games Water Park. By far, it is the biggest water park in Punta Cana. And for guests staying at our resort, it is included. So anybody staying can come and go as many times as they want throughout the day at Aqua Games. With this water park, there's several different areas. Where you see the big slides and tubes, that's for your I guess your teens, preteens, a little bit older. And then we also have a preteen area that you see in the bottom right-hand corner, which has its own little swimming pool, smaller scale slides, but it has the splash buckets. It has all the things to climb on as well. Throughout this entire water park, there are palapas set up, which you can see in the pictures, with beach chairs. We even have a coconut grove available with hammocks and picnic tables where guests, if they want to truly escape and relax and unwind while the kids are playing, they can go and rest in a hammock as well. There is a freestanding pool and whirlpool tub as well. So if parents want to relax and just sit at the pool while the kids are playing on all the slides, they can do that. There's even a toddler area available. So for even your youngest kids, we have a very small, maybe not even knee-deep pool where they can sit and relax and enjoy as well. There's also a splash pad for the toddlers as well. We do, again, have the nightlife available. Both resorts have the disco, and in addition to the disco in Punta Cana, we do have a small casino where guests can enjoy the nighttime gaming as well. There are table games as well as the slot machines. And of course, we have our nighttime shows that take part every night. Again, for guests that are staying for a period of time, those shows are never repeated. So a guest that's staying for an entire week would never see the same show twice. We do weddings in Punta Cana as well. We have a great gazebo located right at the beach. We can make all of the arrangements prior to the guests coming. And again, all those wedding packages are online as well. As with the Grand Sirenis, at the Sirenis Punta Cana, both resorts, we offer the free honeymoon wedding package, the free fruit basket and the sparkling wine, the romantic dinner. We also have a surprise gift for the guests, as well as a free wedding breakfast. And new to the Sirenis family, not a lot of information out yet, but please make sure you're watching your emails. We recently took over management of a resort in Puerto Vallarta. That's the Grand Sirenis Matali Hills and Spa. So please make sure to watch for information on that. It's located in the hills of Puerto Vallarta. Panoramic views of the ocean, infinity pool, apartment-style rooms, as well as junior suites. Can meet the needs of all the guests. It has a beach club as well. And that would be it for my presentation. I'd like to thank you for taking the time and spending it with me today and learning more about the Sirenis Resorts. If you are in need of any further information, brochures, any groups, or any wedding leads that you might need assistance with, please do contact Araceli Garcia, which her phone number is listed, as well as her email address. And please feel free to contact us with any of your questions. Thank you again.
And at this point, I would like to thank you, Michelle, for taking the time to speak to us today. It has been very informative, and we do have a couple of questions for you that I'm hoping that you can answer for our audience. Anonymous attendee would like to ask, how far is the Sirenis Resort from Playa del Carmen, and do you have taxis or shuttles into town?
Oh, perfect. Yes, we do have taxi service available. All they would have to do is work with the front desk. They can make the arrangements for guest services for that taxi. It's about 20 minutes south of Playa del Carmen.
Fantastic. And do you offer day trips to Cozumel?
Those can be arranged through your on-site I guess, the on-site tour company. But yes, those would be available, and there would be a fee, of course, involved for any of those optional tours, but you would be picked up from the resort, and they would instruct you as to, all of the logistics as far as timing.
Fantastic. And another question for you. Are there wheelchair accessible rooms at these resorts? And if so, how should agents/consumers go about reserving one?
You can we do have very few of those handicap rooms available, but there are some. And for something like that, you probably want to make sure that that can be confirmed and that they are available at the time the guests arrive. I would recommend working with your business development manager to confirm that, and she would work directly with the resort. But, like, for example, both of the resorts are very easy to get around in, being that we have the elevators accessible, especially at the Grand Sirenis. But there's very few steps. While it's a spread out resort, it is easy to get around because we don't have a lot of steps. There are ramps as well. So, but to confirm that, please do work through your business development manager.
Fantastic. And Ava would like to ask, will there be lifeguards on duty at the pools and beaches?
Ooh, that's a great question. I do believe that there are the signs that are posted, as well as the flags advising people when it is safe to be in the water and when it's not at the beach. Hold on, I need to get that information for you. If you could forward that contact.
Of course. And at this point, I would like to open the floor for any other audience members who may have questions to contribute. Please don't forget that the question and answer box is located on the top left-hand side of your screen. And at that point, I would also like to remind you that should you have any questions about today's webinar or contact information for the presenter or for Aracelis, please feel free to contact the moderator. That is at T as in Tango, F as in Fish, BRADLEY, that's Bravo, Romeo, Alpha, Delta, Lima, Echo, Yankee, at Baxter.net, and they'll be happy to assist you. Now, with no further questions, I would like to thank Michelle Bauer for joining us. She is the Business Development Manager for Sirenis Hotels and Resorts, and I'd like to thank all of our audience for joining us today, and remind them that the recording will be available on our Baxter Travel Media YouTube channel should you like to revisit it or just touch up on the information. Michelle, thank you very much for joining us today.
Thank you.
All right, and we hope that you all have a great day listening at home. Take care.